Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Vampire the Masquerade Independence. We're going to find Isabel and Jason outside of the penthouse. Um, Jason having called Isabel down for a run. Wanted to play catch up with one of his original coterie as well as who he considers one of his best friends. So that's where we'll open the scene.
Well, Izzy has been poring over Harpy ledgers and over a lot of work, especially, revolving around the serial killers. Maverick is kind of up and left, so she's having to do everything right now, and she's not so happy. So when Jason asks her to come out for a run, oh my god, she just drops everything, like, yes, I need to get out. So she'll change into like her jogging clothes, pair of black pants, gray tank top. She'll even have like a bottle of blood and a water bottle strapped to her hip, and she'll head out of Clear Profit, pulling her messy blonde hair up into like a really quick ponytail, looking around for Jason.
Jason wouldn't be hard to find. He's going to be leaning right outside the door, waiting for her. Clearly showing his disinterest in actually entering the building itself.
Izzy'll walk up and go, "Well, Jason, it's been about 5 million years."
He shrugs. Well, I got that new position as the warden. I've been on the outskirts of town more than I've been in it.
Sounds about right. It's okay, at least you're getting out. I've been stuck in my office for the past week.
Hey, if they ever made me do paperwork, I'd book it out of here.
Shakes her head at him. Need to get out and stretch my legs. So where are we heading anyway?
There's a park nearby. I figured we'd just jog around there. A fairly good path that leads around the outskirts of it.
Well, works for me. Just anywhere but that office.
Well, who knows? Maybe soon I'll have to take you to this camper park that I've been keeping my eye on. I think if I can get Celio to back it, I'll pick it up. Start making that my hunting ground per se. A lot of open space, 2 lakes on the property. Beautiful.
Sounds like Gangrel territory. And she shrugs. I'm sure Celio will back it. He'll trust your judgment, and if not, he'll find you someplace better.
True enough. Speaking of gangrels, did you hear about the 2 ones that we found on the outskirts of town? Just outside of Independence territory.
No. They need to go on my ledger? Are they staying? What's going on?
Independence.
Oh, God.
We promised them to stay off their land, and actually going to help them with a Garu problem that's been getting a little bit too close to the city.
Werewolves.
Indeed. Finally get my swing at one.
Swear to God, Jason.
Jason just smiles and has his shit-eating grin on. Like, yeah.
She just shakes her head and she's rubbing her temples like, oh my God, this is going to end in disaster. Well, give me their contact info if you can. I've got to get them on the ledger. I mean, even if they're not exactly in town, there might end up being some boon trades going on between us.
Yeah. And he starts patting down his jacket and ruffles through it, opens up the inside, peeks into the inside pocket, and then starts shuffling through his pants. Clearly unorganized. Until he finally fishes out a small little card that he'd been given, and he hands it over to Isabel.
She'll take the card and she'll look at it, stuff it into her pocket, and she'll go, I'll give this back to you after I put it into my ledger. I don't have it with me. I wasn't thinking I was going to do harpy business tonight.
Sorry. I just want to keep you informed.
Hey, it's my job now. Hey, speaking of jobs, have you seen Mitch Maverick?
Jason just shakes his head. No, I've been too busy with that new Bruja. Uh, what's his name? Either way, busy running around with him and yeah, uh, some more major minor news. We found some bodies. And when he says that, he's going to turn and start jogging towards the site. He figures best be moving already to deliver this kind of news.
Oh, God. So Izzy's going to go walking with him, jog up at his side. She's keeping pace with him because she's been, the past week she hasn't been working out, but, she's been going to the gym. And she'll kind of jog at his side and she'll go, bodies, what's going on?
Well, you know the ghosts have been haunting everybody around town, right? Yourself included?
Yeah. And that's like, she starts looking kind of crestfallen, and her once kind of bouncy stride goes very, slow.
And he's going to slow his pace to hers. Not really letting her set the pace, more or less, at this point. Well, we found the bodies that represent each of the spirits.
Now she's going to stop. And she'll look at Jason and kind of stuff her hands in her pockets, and she'll go, was there any kids?
Yeah, one that looked very much like yours.
My brother. Yeah. And she'll clench her fist, and she's not taking this well, so she's going to find a bench to sit on once they come around that far in the park. How did they get his body? I don't even live around here. I was born in Baltimore.
I don't know. I've been trying to find more leads into death, finding out where he is, how he obtained it. It was underneath the church. Something clearly been summoned there. But if you need picture proof or visual proof, get a hold of that Bruja Premonition. He snapped some pictures, and then we moved the bodies that we knew were personal to the kindred of the city to the junkyard, and the rest got a mass burial out in the desert.
Oh, God, Jason. You know Celio's family.
And Jason nods a little somber. Yeah, I know. It's been just one hell of a discovery.
I can't even imagine. Well, I mean, I can, obviously. I know what it's like to lose someone. I don't know if I want to tell Celio right now. He's stressed out over Mitch being off somewhere, and, that's one less face and clear profit, and we don't have you as much, and Anna was under house arrest, so she couldn't do anything for a long time.
Yeah, I could definitely see how that could hamper a lot of things. Though, you guys know, all you have to do is get a hold of me and I'll be there.
Good, because we're probably going to need you in the coming nights if all this stuff is going on. And like I said, I think Mitch might have skipped town. So that means the serial killer investigation falls on me and Anna.
Well, if it helps, and he pulls out a little, uh, like a miniature golf course pencil and a scrap of paper from the inside of his jacket, and he scribbles down a number, and hands it to her. Back when I was tracking down that Jorgen fellow, I had a private investigator helping me out. He was also looking into the serial park killers. Uh, you could give him a call.
And she nods. All right, I'll give that one a look, but it's just she just shakes her head and she's like, it's just been crazy. What is going on in this city? I mean, New York was bad, but this is almost too much.
I know, but what can you do? I mean, we did head towards Sabat territory. Maybe
Yeah.
not the most best option in the world.
Like I said, I don't know what Celia was thinking when he came here. Maybe he didn't know this was Sabat. Maybe, I don't know. I know he was thinking we'd be the only ones here and we could start fresh and maybe even take the city for ourselves, but I don't know.
Me either. But hey, if we could ever need a break, we can always head north. Idaho's not that far away.
Hmm. I know. I've been thinking about it, of everything going on, but at the same time, I'm the harpy here. I think Limey would have my fucking head if he found out that I ran out again. I know he was pretty pissed off about me leaving New York, especially because I didn't exactly say goodbye to him.
Yeah, it was nice seeing him. I know you definitely looked up to him.
As he nods and she's like, yeah. I mean, I learned how to be a harpy under him. It's one of the first friends I made, other than Celio. And you, of course. But she kind of picks at her fingernails a bit. Either way, between finding out that Frank Green is missing, and I know, like I said, Limey's very angry about that. I don't know where he went. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll head this way. Nah, he's too smart for that. She rolls her eyes.
Personally, between you and me, I think his attraction to the water was just a little bit too much. Wouldn't surprise me if he's down deep in the ocean somewhere, just swimming around lazily.
We better be careful to turn into a waterlogged corpse.
Kinda. I mean, from what I've been hearing and researching, I've been trying to find out more about the gangrel. And supposedly, with enough training, gangrel can even turn into a fish.
Izzy, like, turns and looks at you like you are fucking insane. Like, that is the craziest thing she's ever heard. And she's like, what, like a fucking mermaid?
No, no, like a barracuda or a small shark of some sort.
Easy there, Free Willy. She grins.
He just holds up his hand. Not my thing. Though, also heard about the bird of prey being another form that the gangrel can work on. Be interesting to be like a small hawk or an eagle or something.
You definitely get a good view of your surroundings if you could fly.
I wasn't only thinking about that, but come on, think about it. Ultimate cliff diving from the air.
Ugh. Face palms. Well, there are other gangrel out in the wilds now. She kind of like rolls her eyes a bit. I'm sure they'll go cliff diving with you. All you gangrel like to do that stuff anyway.
Hey, it was fun the first time I played,
Fun, and
but
I'm glad you didn't break your neck.
I'm more sturdy than you'd think.
Well, you have to be to survive here.
True enough. Though, even I'm apparently not up to snuff when everything comes down to it. Try to whack at that ghost thing. Fucker disappeared after I hit him.
I know I was there. I had a gun on him too, but I didn't fire. I was like, no.
That's right. It all just got through my head. It was just fun. And then he fucking disappeared on me. That fucking bullshit is what that was.
She shakes her head at that a bit though, and she'll go, I don't know what people think they're gonna do with that lich. Or whatever it is. It looks like a ring wraith to me. And she nods.
I don't know. Maybe it'll disappear once we find death. Chances are fairly decent that it's his doing. I mean, just to set up underneath the church alone.
I don't know anything about summoning and stuff like that. She shrugged.
I don't quite get it all myself, but, you know, it's evidence-wise, the prince seems to think so. So, been sent off to find him and bring him back maimed, if possible.
Oh, did she call a blood hunt?
I wouldn't necessarily call it a blood hunt, but she did say that his death would be fairly useful.
Yeah, it's not a blood hunt without calling it a blood hunt. I see what she's trying to do. And she shrugs. Either way, I wouldn't suggest doing any sort of diablerie on him.
No, not me. I don't need that in my life.
No, none of us do. But if you need a hand with death, I mean, I know I'm not the most athletic person. She grins, but hey, Celia's been teaching me how to shoot.
That's always good. I mean, I just have a basic understanding of firearms myself, but it's just never been my cup of tea.
Mine either. I prefer to assault via the internet.
Indeed. And I've always depended on my fists, even back in the past.
That doesn't surprise me very much, Jason. So, you say you got the bodies out, right?
Yeah, to anyone we thought that would be important to Camarilla, like I said, is being held at Eddie's.
I can't decide if I should go or not. I mean, seeing my brother as a corpse, I mean.
Well, hey, just say the word. I'll make sure he gets a proper burial. One better than the ones out in the desert, anyway.
And she nods. I would much appreciate that, Jason. I don't want him rotting in the back of some junkyard, and I certainly don't want him in the basement of that stupid church. But I don't know what else to do. I mean, grave robbing is illegal, she says.
Yeah, it is. Well, this time I'll make sure he's further than 6 feet down and a lot harder to get.
That would be a good idea. I said though, how would Death even know all this stuff? I mean, I know he's like mystical or some shit, but it's still like, it's not like I told anyone where he was buried.
I don't know. I mean, to be frankly honest, it's all mumbo jumbo to me. and frankly, I think it was a great favor bestowed upon me to become a gangrel. None of that mystical crap to deal with.
Well, I'm mostly free of the mystical crap, well, till the visions start.
Have you had any lately?
She shakes her head. It's been a long time. I'm kind of curious as to why I haven't had any in a while. It's been quiet, but there's been so much stuff going on.
Yeah, maybe too much that it's just slipping through the cracks, going through overload, not knowing what to show you.
More than likely. I wish I'd get a vision about Maverick, though. Track his ass down, kick the shit out of him, I swear.
Yeah, well, worst case scenario, just lost another fool.
It's not like he did much anyway, but the point of the matter is that because he's gone, that leaves me as the only Harpy in a rather large city.
Indeed, numbers have grown here quite a bit.
Yeah, I remember when we arrived, it was kind of small, but now there's so many kindred. It's hard to keep up with everybody's boons. And that Crimson guy, I mean, I keep hearing stories of him getting and receiving so many different boons. It's crazy. Why are the neonates doing so much dealings with a Setite?
Convenience? Jason says with a minor shrug and a raised eyebrow.
I don't know, but I think it's about time the Camarilla started relying on the Camarilla. I just have a bad feeling about it.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the only person I really need to rely on is myself. And of course, my coterie.
Well, our coterie has shrunk a bit. She sighs a bit, but I'm pretty sure Sophia is basically a part of our coterie. Speaking of, and perhaps about happier things, she nudges him. How's that been going?
He just shrugs his shoulders. I haven't really gotten a hold of her since the first date. It, feel a little bit uneased about it. I've never felt like this before, and it bothers me a little bit.
Oh, love is not easy, Jason. Trust me, I know it's not easy. Look at the man I fell in love with. I'm in love with an alcoholic who's still not over his dead wife.
True enough. But hey, that alcoholic who's not over his dead wife, he's a fucking genius.
True that, true that. I mean, he built that whole tower for us, and she kind of shrugged. At least he knows what he's doing. Kind of wish he would become, one of the other harpies. Use the help. I think he could handle bookwork as much as I can. But I don't want to put it on him. I know he's trying to train some of the new Ventru.
Train him how? Thought all Ventru were born with the natural talent of money moving.
She snickered. Nah, not all of them. I mean, look at Sophia. She doesn't even know anything about where she came from. Every time I've asked, she just says she can't remember.
True. Very true. And quite unfortunate for her. But crap, I almost feel like I'm in the same boat. I mean, I have all my memories. I just can't figure out the why or where or who.
Sucky as it is, it almost sounds like perhaps you were a shovelhead.
Yeah, though, I mean, rumor has it that even Gangrel, they bring their childer to undeath and leave them, only to come back later, check up to see if that their childer is strong enough to survive. Seems like some sort of primitive ritual or something.
Shakes her head. Well, maybe your sire will come find you eventually. Didn't think I'd see mine again. I mean, I ran pretty far from him. She shrugged. Would have thought he would have been independence.
Yeah, true enough. But who needs him either way? I mean, I've done fine so far.
Well, that's clan gangrel, though. You're all independent in your own way.
True enough.
Us Malkavians, though, we're connected all the time.
Jason will nod a couple times at that and stand up from his kneeling position that he had in front of Isabel while she took a seat and pat her knee. Come on, let's do another lap.
Fine. She gets up.
Come on, it feels great to be moving. And like you said, you've been booked up in that office far too long.
Oh, I really have. God, I love Anna to death, but I've been stuck in a house with her for so long, and she gets grumpy when she's stuck around people, even me, and I know she likes me. And she'll start, like, jogging by his side.
Well, why do you think I stay out? As much as... Go ahead.
So I don't know, because you're like a wolf or something.
Yeah, but even a wolf stays in a pack.
Your coterie is your pack, Jason. She nudges him.
He'll nod a little bit at that. Yeah, true enough. So, but I'm hoping to meet those two gangrel, get to know them a little better. Maybe they can give me more of an insight.
Probably. What can you tell me about them? And she'll keep running at his side.
Don't know a whole lot yet. Really, they're hunters. They've been in the area for a while, living off the land and making their living basically through trapping and skinning. Kind of like the old frontier people. The guy of the group, Logan, had a fairly chilly aura around him, but seemed to be an alright guy once you got past that. And the lady, well, she was something else too. Seemed to be able to take command and forge ahead rather quickly. And yet, for them being together, they seem to be two very individual people.
That is odd. But I guess that's how you gangrel are, aren't you?
Be my guess. You've met as many gangrel as I.
True. She shrugs her shoulders again. Either way, I'm gonna have to get in contact with at least one of them, get their information down, talk to them, figure out their territory lines and whatnot.
Indeed. Mainly, from what I come to understand, it's woods to the north of the city, I believe.
Hmm. Out in the woods, I would assume.
Yeah. So once they told me that, I've shifted my searching a little bit to the west of the city for places to be, maybe even slightly south. Give them their space.
You don't really want to invade in gangrel territory if they don't want you there.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, I've been invited.
Well, that's good. Hmm. Just don't go running off from us, okay? I know, like I said, Frank Green did it.
No, if I go running anywhere, you'll be the first to know. And really, the only place I can think of running to now would be back up to Idaho. Just to snoop around. But again, that can wait until much later when everything's settled. Being maybe a little vacation for all of us.
She nods. That would be kind of nice.
As they're coming around the final bend of the circuit, he turns to her once more and, well, anyway, I did want to give you that news, at the very least. I've also been missing seeing y'all, but something about going up in that tower, just not my cup of tea.
Mm. She shakes her head and she's actually gonna look at her phone and go, "Oh shit, gotta get back to the office. Somebody's been looking at porn again."
And Jason chuckles and nods his head. All right, well, give Celio my best, and I will definitely catch up with both of you soon.
Of course. Be safe out there, Jason. I know being a warden's pretty fucking dangerous.
Indeed. And I'll try to learn this texting thing.
You better. He swats him.
And he dodges playfully.
She flips him off playfully too. It's like, quit dodging me.
And he puts his hands on his hips and lets out a large laugh into the air. Anyway, little one, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Ah, yes. Fixing a porn virus. Thrilling. Later, Jason. And with that, she'll head back towards Clear Profit, looking at her phone and shaking her head.
And a small emoticon will appear on her phone of just a smiley face from Jason.
Nah.
And that is where we'll end the scene. So thank you, players, for playing and watchers for watching.